Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the jungle. I've got fun and games. I've got everything you want. And all that other mumbo jumbo. My name is Mr. Matthew Rocky Daniels, and it's very early in the morning. It's 7:30 in the morning. Just got up a little while ago, and you know what? I decided that I need to do a status update. Status update podcast. Jesum Crow whatever. It's another installment of the Jesum Crow series. And, okay, so everybody knows Penn and Teller. Penn Jillette, he has his own podcast called Penn Sunday School, which airs every Sunday, usually in the afternoon, Pacific time, West Coast time, as they say. Or whatever. I just woke up. Okay, so on the last episode he did, I believe it was the most recent episode, he went on this rant about Obama, this incredibly valid argument and just all around point on Obama. Now, the nitty gritty of the whole thing is that I don't know how many people know this. When he was running for president, a lot of people knew. In his book that he came out with a long time ago, he admitted to smoking pot, and I can't remember the exact wording. It was something like, I used to do blow, every once in a while. Just the way that he worded it means that, coming from somebody like me who knows what the whole world is like, for example, if it was just a one and done thing and he only did it a couple times, he wouldn't have even put it in the book. But just the way he worded it, it was him admitting that, he definitely loved doing coke. He definitely loved doing coke every once in a while. I'm not saying that he was a cokehead or anything like that. However, the way he worded it, and a lot of people have criticized me because of for taking that stance, you're being very presumptuous right there, just assuming that he must have been some hardcore drug addict. I'm not saying that in the least bit. I found that funny the way he worded it, but the point of Penn's rant was that Obama, the laws that he has in place today for marijuana are completely ridiculous. It's something like 1 in 6 people are in prison for non-violent marijuana crimes or drug-related crimes. 1 in 6 fucking people for marijuana. And another point Penn brings up that, Obama says, I would like to get treatment for these people and stuff like that. Treatment? Did you need treatment when you stopped smoking dope, Obama? Did you go through a treatment program? No, you became the fucking president. You smoked dope. You did coke. Don't tell me that all you did was you experimented with coke and pot. Pot, that's fine. But once you're experimenting with coke, you definitely have already experimented with other shit too. I guarantee the dude's had he's dropped acid and, done all that shit. Of course. I'm sure he smoked crack too. Obviously he isn't going to put that in the book, but it's just, let's put it this way. The way Penn's describing it, with the laws that he has in place today, if this were back when Obama was smoking dope and or doing coke, and he was caught, he would have been in prison, and he never would have been given the chance. He would have been laughed at if he went to run for president or run for office in Chicago, in Illinois. He would have never made it there, because that would have been on his record for the rest of his life had he gotten caught. Which raises the point that you're locking all these people up today for doing something that you did and you turned out just fine. You turned out to be the president of the United fucking States. Yet you think it's okay to lock other people up for doing that. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, let's turn this over to Penn. Penn, please, if you don't mind. Penn? Penn? Penn, are you there?
This is Penn Sunday School.
We know
There you are, Penn.
our president has said
In his own book, Dreams from My Father, 1995, before entering politics, he admitted that he'd used marijuana and maybe a little blow.
Maybe a
It's in
little
quote, maybe a little
blow.
blow, which
Maybe a little blow. The way that is some of the most ridiculous phrasing that I've ever heard in my entire life right there. And maybe a little blow. No, that means, yeah, I probably did a lot of coke back in the day. Maybe a little blow. Jesus Christ.
as you know, is crazy talk. Maybe a little blow is what someone who uses marijuana every weekend says. If you used it once, you went, man, I used cocaine once, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But if you use it every week and you go, maybe a little blow. That's such an odd, casual way to say, yeah, maybe a little.
Now, he has not left this to states' rights. As you know, medical marijuana, as our good friend Joe Rogan will point out to you anytime, medical marijuana you can get in California. And the feds are coming in to try to stop this.
They're still arresting people,
States' rights don't mean jack shit to the Obama administration on anything except gay marriage. What troubles me about this is, it is not hypocrisy, because as everybody knows, hypocrisy doesn't bother me very much.
You like hypocrisy.
And so Obama,
And yet you feel this is
I think
worse?
I think it's beyond hypocrisy. I think it's something to do with class. You know, and a lot of people have accused Obama of class warfare, but in the wrong direction. I believe this is Obama chortling with Jimmy Fallon about lower class people. Do we believe, even for a second, anybody believe, that if Obama had been busted for marijuana under the laws that he condones, would his life have been better? If Obama had been caught with the marijuana that he says he uses and maybe a little blow, cocaine,
Felony conviction.
this casual attitude toward drugs, a casual attitude toward drugs that makes him really cool on Jimmy Fallon, makes him the hip president. I'm the cool president, I'm the happiness president. I say weed, I say blow, it's all a big deal, ha ha ha, huge laugh from the college students. And if he had been busted under his laws, he would have done hard fucking time. And if he had done time in prison, time in federal prison, time for his weed and a little blow, he would not be president of the United States of America. And he would not have gone to his fancy-ass college. He would not have sold books that sold millions and millions of copies and made millions and millions of dollars. He would not have a beautiful, smart wife. He would not have a great job. He would have been in fucking prison, and it's not a goddamn joke. People who smoke marijuana must be set free. It is insane to lock people up. Now, people bust me all the time for carrying on about how I've never had a sip of alcohol, never had a puff of marijuana, never done any drugs in my life. They say, why do you always bring that up? Well, maybe in this case it's okay to bring it up. Okay?
Well, you know what? It's completely okay to bring it up because the reason I'm so passionate about this subject, passionate about marijuana being illegal, is because it would be the same thing if Coca-Cola were illegal, or if fucking Kool-Aid was illegal. If that were illegal because of all the sugar in it and fucks up my teeth and all this, and that's the risk that I take. If that does damage to me, far worse than pot's ever done, is drinking that cup of Kool-Aid. But if they made Kool-Aid illegal because of this or that, you know what? I'd be fucking fighting for it. I'd be fighting for that just as hard as I'm fighting for the pot thing. Let's get back to the video.
I've never had a puff of marijuana. I've never had maybe a little blow. I've never even had a glass of wine.
I've
All
done all
right?
three.
None of that shit. But the people who do any of this stuff do not deserve to be in prison. Throw some numbers at me, Godot.
750,000 people in jail for victimless crimes, a great number of which are marijuana. 1 in 6 people in jail are there for marijuana.
Not 1 in 6 people of victimless crimes.
No, 1 in 6
1
for
in
marijuana.
6 people in prison. 1 in 6 people in prison. 1 in 6 people in prison are in there for weed that Jimmy Fallon and the President of the United States of America laugh about. Ha ha ha. And then does this addendum that maybe will help them with treatment. Treatment from the fucking government? You need treatment? You smoke dope? You're President of the United States. You did not need treatment. Let the people go. And we've put more people in jail than any civilized country ever has. The people who are in jail are predominantly African American. They're predominantly poor. But
These are people
politicians
Right.
who are busted for marijuana, who go to jail, you cannot be a politician. These laws would not allow us to have the President of the United States of America that we have now. It is not something that you laugh about. It is this goofy kind of thing. Can you imagine if your child were doing time in prison for marijuana?
That was Penn Sunday School.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to decide for yourself. It's time for you to decide for yourself what you want to do as far as taking action and going forward. Do you understand me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it doesn't just affect me, it's going to end up affecting you and your loved ones. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the facts. Let's look at everything that truly needs to be examined, all the positives that need to be examined when it comes to marijuana. And again, I argue this subject a lot. And the reason being is because I think it's ridiculous that it's illegal. If they made my Kool-Aid illegal, I'd be just as pissed off and I'd be doing the same exact rants. It's just they'd be about Kool-Aid instead of marijuana. I smoke pot because it. I know the oh, you smoke pot, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure, this that. I legitimately have terrible anxiety issues, sleeping issues, borderline personality disorder, abandonment issues. I'm a recovering opiate addict. If it wasn't for pot, I never would have been able to quit. And people, well, you're just getting high. You were replacing one thing with another. No, I wasn't. I absolutely wasn't. I can go without smoking for. If somebody put a gun to my head and said, "Hey, Matt, you need to stop smoking pot," I'd stop smoking. Now, as soon as that gun was away, I might go pop a joint. But no, seriously, I would. I can stop. I can stop it. Would I like to stop it? No, because I'd be a very angry, miserable person. I'd be irritable, always fatigued. I constantly have writer's block. I'd never have any inspiration for anything. Marijuana, I do not smoke it to get fucked up, man. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think you should be able to go out there and get fucked up on pot if you want to. Go ahead. I don't care. It's just. That's the reason I wanted to play that video, is because it's hard for me to articulate, the things that Penn said the way he put them. Everything that he said are things that I've already thought of on my own, and I've brought them up before, and I've written them down before. It's just, it's hard for me to convey it through the camera to the rest of the world like Penn can. He's excellent at it. He's an excellent public speaker. So that's why I wanted to incorporate that in here, because he fucking nailed it. He fucking nailed it. That is every point that I would have made, except I would have made it poorly. And he did it brilliantly. So, America, please, 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 America, just wake up. Please wake up and realize that pot is not so bad, okay? Pot is not so bad. That's it for now, though, ladies and gentlemen. Check me out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/mbzmatt. Check out my website, Jesum Crow, www.jesumcrow.weebly.com. My Twitter is Mr. Matthew Rocky Daniels, although I hardly use my Twitter. That's how you can get a hold of me, though. My email address is mattcontin@gmail.com. That's MATTCONTIN @gmail.com. Get it, Contin. Continuous release of yours truly, Mr. Matthew Rocky Daniels, signing off. Peace. What's up, cocksuckers? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Jesum Crow Fightcast, ladies and gentlemen. It is fight night! Fight night! Fight night! Wake up! Tugboat! Wake up! Tugboat! Wake up! Fight night! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is UFC. What? UFC 143. Holy shit! Nick Diaz versus Carlos Condit. Fabricio Verdun versus... who? That's right. Big Country Roy Nelson, baby. Rock and roll. And the prelims are airing right now live on FX. 2 hours of prelim action. And we are here to watch the action. My name is Mr. Matthew Rocky Daniels, and I am joined by the man who has no insight whatsoever, but it doesn't matter regardless. His name is Jesse Wheels, Legags McGee, Town, Faggot, Homosexual. That's what I'm going to call him, but whatever. Anyway, and the thing with a cat on his face.